Hey guys, this is Ricky Lundell from RickyLundell.com. Today I'm going to be dissecting Andre Galvao versus Rustam. Now this was at the Ultimate Absolute a while ago, and I just went through it and found a couple things that I think could be done better. Regardless of how my athletes do in their fights or in their grappling matches or whatever, we still come back and we go through their match. If they win in 30 seconds, there's always something that we can work on, something we can show them. Even though it's time to go smile and party and laugh, the best guys in the world, the champions, they always look back at their tape and we go, hey, what can we improve on? What can we do better? If we lose, then we seriously dissect that tape and check it out. So right here we go. First thing I kind of want to talk to everybody about is, you know, the problem with Jiu-Jitsu tournaments right now is there's a lot of sitting down, and it's hurting our sport because as we move into MMA and things like that, we tend to not have the ability to take people down the way that we should be able to, and that's a huge problem. So if you look right here, he's faking a shot, and then he sits right down. You know, his base isn't good here, position isn't good, and now we're moving in more of a de-evolutionary process where we're not controlling the stand-up, we're not controlling the position, and that's really frustrating to me from the perspective of, at one time, we were the greatest martial art in the world. And I still believe we are, but we need to take that back. And how do we do that? We do it by the rule system. We change the rules. We add takedowns in. You can't just sit down on your butt. You know, we're going after him. We're going to get the guy. We're going to put him down, and we're going to submit him. We're not just going to sit down and hope that we catch something when he makes a mistake. What do you think the odds are that Andre Galvao is going to make a mistake? Small. There's a couple on here I'm going to show you that I believe are mistakes, but, you know, he's trained so long, it's going to be hard to catch him in a mistake. So right here, first thing I want to talk about, sitting down like this, that's a problem. You know, butt scooting, it's hurting our sport, guys. Let's step up. Let's learn our stand-up. Let's learn our takedowns, and let's keep going forward, okay? You know, one thing about this scooting style is just the mindset. You know, the mindset is, obviously, he believes that Rustam is better at takedowns than he is. He's a better grappler in that area. So even though Rustam didn't take him down physically, Andre Galvao sat right down. He got taken down mentally early, so he decided just to sit down before he got taken down. He thought he could work better from there. So I think Rustam should take an advantage, whether it's from an advantage on the scoreboard, whether it's from just being taken down physically or a mindset. Either way, Andre Galvao is now underneath Rustam right here. Let's skip forward here to 9:15. Okay, this position over here is pretty interesting because if you look at what goes on right here at the 9:15 mark, we get a pass almost here. He's jumping over the top. Andre turns over to stop the pass. Now, as he turns over, look at his toes. In order to engage and do a peek out or drive, he could come up right here with his right arm, hit a high crotch, cut the corner, if his toes were up or his base was up. But instead, he comes up, drops his toes down, no position, bang. Now, Rustam right here, locking in that front headlock, has a good position, but what he actually should be doing if he wants to secure a pass, he needs to take this right arm, take it around this bad base Andre Galvao has, stepping up this leg close, and lock up a Badger cradle. If he did that, it could drive him right to his back, take the points, and then Andre Galvao's guard would be worthless. Instead, he's staying on that front headlock, leaving those legs free, and now Andre can use his legs a lot. You're going to see here, he does a freestyle roll through. Andre turns over, which is actually a bad thing because he exposes his back on this turn. Bang! Gets caught right here. Does a great thing when he's standing up, but with his hands, he's not attacking Rustam's hands. So as he's coming up, Rustam has a body lock, bang, and he lifts him. Basic self-defense says with one of these legs, he should probably be hooking onto the shins to stop this lift, but I don't think Andre Galvao gets lifted enough in practice to be ready for that. Bang, up and down, hard slam right on the shoulders. You'll look again. Rustam, though, doesn't really follow up here. He gets a great slam, but now that he's broken Andre Galvao down to the ground here, where Andre isn't really, in a controlled position, a position of power, he should be driving him immediately to his back and taking that position, but you'll see what happens here. Rustam kind of accepts the position, chills. Andre doesn't have any pressure, enough so that he can sit up and talk to a ref for a second, and bang. Not a lot of movement here. After a great flurry, nothing happens. One of the big problems with no point tournaments and more of just a submission aspect, it are those things. You'll watch Rustam here. He's going to look for big points here, looking for the back. But you'll see big-time rookie mistake. Instead of putting one hook, then the other hook, like you mount a horse, he just jumps, just flies. Bink. That didn't work out in his benefit. So let's make sure we secure the hooks properly. Okay. Another area that we're just going to jump to right here is 1057. So right here we got 1057. Let's talk about mind. Let's talk about the mindset that we want to be using here. When somebody breaks us in a match and you want to break an opponent, you want to break them down mentally, not a good idea to stay on your knees and crawl back to the center. Stand up, be tough. You're both tired. Get up, look at them with intensity, give them that pressure that they know that you're not scared, you're not tired, and you're ready to go. But when you crawl all the way back, even if you're great, we're not taking advantage of the mental warfare here, where you're laying down, getting ready, pulling up your knee sleeve. I think that Andre Galvao is such a scary individual that he should use that. Look in their eyes, scare them a little bit, and come back to the center. Obviously, I wrestled at Iowa State University, so we have a little bit more of that in us, where we want to kind of be a little bit intense with everything. But I think that could help his game a little bit, add a little bit of intensity to that. Okay, now we're going to skip forward. They're going to stay in the guard for a while. We're skipping forward to 440 on this next video series here, and you're going to see right here, he's coming around this corner, and then right here, Andre decides to shoot a shot for a single. But look, how does he expect to drive? He's got no base, and his toes are down. This is the second time that's happened, so we know that this is something that's going on in practice. He needs to spend some more time on that. Okay, toes are down, still toes are down. You're not going to move very much. Sit back underneath. We missed the Badger Cradle again, but, that's okay. Let's move on one more time right here. Okay, and we're looking at Andre Galvao's position in this next series. Andre comes up. He's looking for a good footlock here. As Rustam pulls out, you'll see he's not in very good base. He comes up and bang, he's in a single leg, but look at the toes. Again, guys, come on, get those toes up. Let's drive. Let's finish the shot. You're in on the leg, you're deep, but with your toes down, you're not athletic, you're not going to drive, you're not going to put him down. I'd spend a lot of time in this area with him if I was the one coaching him. But Andre Galvao is an incredible competitor, incredible athlete. He's won multiple things, but man, could you imagine how much better he could be if he was driving off those takedowns? Unbelievable. Last thing, let's just look at, from the sports perspective, Andre Galvao was on his back the entire time. Yes, he was looking for submissions. He was almost catching stuff, but remember, almost only counts. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. This isn't going to put people away. If you don't submit him, we got to look at what really happened in the match. Andre Galvao was on bottom the entire time, so I disagree with the fact that he just won this match. Bang. There's Andre Galvao, champion. Obviously, Rustam's a little surprised here because he's like, man, I was on top the whole time, controlling the position. So I don't believe that submission attempts should count for anything. Because I could say, hey, every time I attempt a takedown or every time I attempt to run around the guard, that should count for something. So that's it, guys. Make sure to sign up for my newsletter at rickylundell.com for more Coaches Corners. So, thanks.